Hello, hello, hello. I was grooving to the sounds of the standby. Just to be clear, great soundtrack. Welcome, welcome, welcome to our very first virtual Autumn Lights Festival, a benefit for the gardens at Lake Merritt. I am Kin Folks, and tonight we have a very special co-hosting situation that has happened. For those of you who are expecting Ahmad Hassan, celebrity landscaper here in the Bay Area, well known, he will be joining us. He had, well, I'll let him explain. He'll be coming in a little bit later, but we'll be passing off from time to time. So you'll have an opportunity to get a tag team. So it'll be twice as much fun tonight. This is our 9th annual Autumn Lights Festival. Each year we raise funds for the gardens at Lake Merritt, right here in Oakland, California. This is a collection of 17 themed gardens that are absolutely free to the public. I just want to say that again, because that's such a magnificent gift. Absolutely free to the public. And it's maintained by volunteers and has been maintained by volunteers since 1959. And this magic happens because there are people who support this work. There are folks who are watching right now who have donated, they've given their time, their love, their energy, their funds. We want to thank you for that. Thank you so much. And for those of you who would like to learn more and would like to give or give more, please go to gardens@lakemerritt.org and you can make a donation there. Tonight is our last night. We've had 3 fabulous, fabulous, fabulous nights planned for you. The first one, I was able to open up the tech night. I had a ball. And then I came back for the second night and I wasn't hosting, and I felt all of the energy that you must feel when you're watching. And tonight I'm back for the fine arts night. So family night was last night. Tonight, fine art, featuring light art in nature. We're gonna have a chance to speak to all of the featured artists tonight. We will also have an opportunity for you to ask questions. We will first kick off the entire event with a presentation, a video presentation with a very musical, very green, very magnificent, you'll see what I mean, performance by Tara Linda. This piece is a water blessing, and there are soundscapes sending healing energies to all of our communities. So, for you, Tara Linda.
Bree Gibson, and I've been in the festival for 2 years. The name of my piece is Warm Magic. I think it aligns perfectly with the gardens because the garden is this kind of little magical space in the middle of Oakland. And for me, this piece is kind of highlighting that magic that's in there. And it's almost like walking into a different world and walking through somewhere else.
And this is why the Festival of Lights is so important. I'm certain that you felt what I did. This allows us to do what only art can do, which is to give us the space to imagine, to remember, to recall that our humanity calls for us to meet our potential and then zoom past that. Tonight, you'll have an opportunity to meet some of the artists and see some of the wonderful art pieces and learn more about how they imagined and engineered all of this loveliness, all of this sanity in the midst of oftentimes what seems like madness in our world. This is the space where we create the solutions, beautiful ones, timeless ones. So what I'd like to do is welcome you back into our Autumn Lights Festival 2020 remote space where you have two hosts tonight. I am Ken Folks. I am the co-founder and one of the artistic directors at the Queer Healing Arts Center right here in Oakland, California. And I am going to be joined by Ahmad Hassan, who is sitting in the dark, which is so apropos because I'm really into Halloween. And you're giving me total Halloween vibes right now, and I love it.
Hey,
Hi,
it's my hey lady, it's my own version, right? My art installation with lighting is far less entertaining. It is not very technical. It is a lot of candles, and I keep looking back over my shoulder to make sure that nothing gets away.
Yeah.
I'm experiencing a PG&E power outage, and I was like, of course I lose power before tonight's event. Of course.
That's right. Of course.
Like the cherry on top. So the wonderful thing is that the artists, we've got 5 artists that we're featuring this evening. Now, of course, if we were having the festival and we were all over in Oakland enjoying the gardens at Lake Merritt, we would see so many artists. But because we're streaming live, we've had to narrow it down. So we've chosen these select 5 artists that we get to feature here this evening, which I'm totally looking forward to. And the first artist that's coming up tonight, Anca Mashoyu, has been a part of the Autumn Lights Festival since its inception. She is a tech-based artist. She is an Oakland, California resident. She's fabulous at what she does. She and her partner, Lauren, are gonna grace us this evening with something wonderful. And I thought it was interesting when Anca was doing fine art night because Anca is so tech savvy. But she got moved from tech night on Friday over here to fine art. So I'll let you guys see exactly why. Is Anca queued up? Anca and Lauren, are they anywhere around here?
Yes, we are. We are on right now.
Oh, you have lights. Look at that.
We have lights. We have stuff. We have masks that we're going to take off now that we can talk.
There it is. That was a good look, ladies. Yeah.
Yeah. No, we're trying to stay safe here at the Port Workspaces in Uptown Oakland, California. My name is Anca Mashoyu, and this is Lauren DeSanto. We're actually not part of the same art group. We're 2 separate organizations, but we have 1 camera, so we're sharing today.
That's how it's going.
So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about my journey as an artist at the Oakland Oakland Autumn Lights Festival. So I'm going to share my screen. I put a little presentation together for all of you, which is hopefully going to be super awesome. Yes. So I think I am screen sharing. I don't know if we are seeing it, but let's see. Yeah. So it all started with Tora Rocha, who I think everybody here has maybe heard about. But Tora Rocha is someone who, when she worked for the city of Oakland, managed to get a group of citizens and volunteers together to do things in the garden under some very difficult circumstances every so often. So she made community volunteering something that was fun for people, and brought people together. And even here where it rained like 1.5 inches while people were trying to do stuff in the Morecambe Rose Garden, but yet here we have almost 100 people helping. So Tora came into my shop one day and invited me to be part of the Autumn Lights Festival. And I'm a techie, not so much an artist, but I have some friends who are artists and techies. So we got together and we made these amazing fireflies. They're little LED things that kind of shine up a little light. And we soldered like 30 of these with several people from a group that we're part of called Make SF. And we thought, okay, let's hang them up in a tree. And we showed up there and there's this willow and it was like 20 feet tall. And we had to get a lot of help from somebody from a ladder. So our first attempt was really peaceful and really nice. But it was very frustrating to do 30 little lights, each one individually hanging up. And it was also really tough to photograph. So there are no photographs. We then decided to make it a little bit easier. So we made a frame and attached everything, all the wiring, and all we had to do was pull this thing up into the tree and all was well. We also made some little casings to make it easier to photograph so that it would look amazing at night. And this is over the course of several years, and we evolved our piece just like the garden, and the festival kind of grew and became more complicated and more technical, but yet still kind of maintained its Oakland heart. So we made this, and then that was 2016, the year of the deluge. And so after that, decided that I wanted to make something that we could photograph and, was waterproof. So we came up with this idea of realizing the Autumn Lights Festival logo in some kind of light sculpture, which became a project. We cut out some things, we made some paper, we spray painted a bunch of stuff. We put some lights inside this wooden casing. And then finally it's starting to come together. And it's starting to look really good. It's just got all the little pieces and parts. And this is a little video showing how it all kind of came together. And each of these things is a different kind of light sculpture. So we have EL wire shining through plastic. We've got, this is LED shining through plastic. We've got EL wire, and we've got this kind of cool, glowy flower sculpture that we made to look as much as the logo as possible. So in the end of the day, this all was able to be put up into a tree by, again, some people with a tall ladder and very large screwdrivers. And every year since 2017, it's been hanging around so people can take selfies. But it is unfortunately not up right now. So it is here at the Port Workspaces behind me. If anybody would like to, take your own selfie, let me know, and I'll send you a GIF background that you can use so that you can use it for your Zoom. And so thank you. This was made by me and Michael Schrecker. We are Garage Lumina, which is light up garage in Romanian. And I'm gonna turn it over to Lauren here in just 1 second. All right, Lauren.
Hi.
Take it away.
Oh my goodness. Hi. Well, okay. I am Lauren Desteno, and I am an artist and a gardener, and I volunteer at the Bee Garden at Lake Merritt. Shout out to Sarah Vanroo. Thank you for getting me involved, and thank you, Tora, for keeping me on anyway. It's been a good ride. This is my second year at Autumn Lights, participating, and my first year actually building a thing, like a real thing. And I built a piece called Luminous Numina, and it is an interactive sound and light sculpture that plays audio recordings of people's dreams that I've collected over the number of past weeks here. It is a lot of work. It's really fun and really frustrating, and all the things that these things are. It's behind me over here, kind of propped up, being cool. Usually it plays audio, works with it. I had a lot of help from wonderful friends. Oh,
Made of what?
yes, it's it's made out of 1,500 pieces of structural origami made out of polypropylene and some other design vellum kinds of materials. We did a lot of materials testing to see how it would light up and how the structure.
Hey, Lauren, this is Steven. Can you please come a little closer?
Yeah. Sorry.
We can't really hear you very well.
Is this better with the mic?
Great. Thank you so much.
Sure thing. Where was I? Okay, it's made 1,500 pieces of origami and plays dreams. Oh, and what do I want to say about it? Well, I think we think about technology and Autumn Lights Festival and technology as being like LEDs and screens and stuff like that. And with this project, I thought it would be a good idea to have people think about dreaming as a technology and empathy as a technology, because one of the things that I think they kind of recently figured out about sharing dreams together is it's kind of similar psychologically to reading fiction. It helps build your capacity for empathy. And I was hoping that this project would inspire a little bit of that in our world right now. So that's it. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, and you saw this piece, the very first thing in the video. Yes, that you just saw. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Anca and Lauren. What beautiful pieces. And I was really touched by what you just shared regarding empathy. and ways that we can grow that by growing our imagination. So thank you very much. And Ahmad, you're still in the candlelight, honey.
This is not going to change.
Look fierce.
So I could have used the ladies' help over here earlier this evening, but I don't know if we still needed to plug into an outlet. That all died about an hour before. So nonetheless, the show must go on.
That's right. Who's next, honey?
So Bree Gibson she's not new to art. She's just more new to me. She's been attending and participating with the Autumn Lights Festival for a few years. She was actually featured in the video that played prior. She's a pretty dreamy artist herself, but I want to see what she's showcasing this evening as part of Fine Art Night. So I'm looking for Bree Gibson and have her come and share with us. I know she's in a well-lit space as well.
Hi there.
Everybody's more well-lit than I am. Hi, sweetheart.
I like your dreamy candlelit glow you have going on. I think it's nice. It's good stuff.
What I have.
And Ken, it's great to finally see your face in person. We've been connecting so much. So I love how it's like bringing us all together. So hi, everyone. I'm Bree. I'm in my home, which is a makeshift version of a garden and my artwork right now. I've been participating in Autumn Lights Festival this is my 5th year now. And it's just been a really great opportunity for me to, as an installation artist, have space to kind of create whatever it is I want. I've created everything from triangular magical portals to Alice in Wonderland kind of tunnels that you've seen in the video before this. It's just been really amazing to be able to create work that people can interact with, that kind of takes them outside of their everyday. My art is all about kind of creating magical spaces out of everyday materials. So even the work that's around me that I'll kind of bring up a little bit in here in a second is just made out of man-made materials. So I like to make kind of natural landscapes and dreamy landscapes from things that you see every day. It's been really great because I met Tora as many years ago. I stumbled upon her back in my old job as a server. And I never thought that just meeting her then would give me all of this kind of, open up this new world to all the artists I've met. And I won awards from Autumn Lights. I got to win the Mayor's Award and meet Libby. I won the Niantic Award for social interaction the year before that. So although we're virtual, I'm just really excited that we're able to kind of still have this connection and keep it going. So I'm gonna zoom you guys in here. This piece, you can see a little closer. I think of it as like an outer space, underwater kind of landscape. You can kind of see that there's air plants mixed in there. There you go. Oh, it's moving. It's moving. Put that back there. Oh, there we go. Okay. But yeah, it's just been a wonderful. I just want to be able to. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I wish I could show you all of the other work that I did, but it's just been really great being able to really take what's in my imagination, take all of these dreamy landscapes and make it physical. And then having people walk through it and experience it and stand back and take a look at it has been really, really great. I'm going to pass it off. Thanks, Ahmed. Thanks, Kid.
Oh my goodness. We adore you. We appreciate that you're creating new ways of seeing the world, which we need, right? We need that. We need to be invested with this notion that we can imagine something greater, more fantastic, much more fun, definitely much more fun.
Turn on the camera.
And I'm so happy that you're here.
But don't, you got to turn your light out.
And
you have to have that on.
I believe
I don't see.
Ahmad.
Oh, I think someone's getting ahead. I think that was Kim.
Oh, we're
She
getting ahead.
and her co-host,
They turned
aka
us
her
off.
husband.
Okay, well, they're just ready to jump in.
I think they were getting ahead. So I
Have you got
have
it
to
the
say
right way
too,
up?
Yeah.
Kim Webster really like
I don't see
exudes
you yet.
fine art. I don't know how well she does the whole zoom in video in the dark with her hubby, but when it comes to fine art and her glass pieces and the reality,
I'm just seeing a
factors
live
they have
picture, but I
in art,
don't
Okay, I
see.
think they're going to switch us.
I think they're ready. I just don't know if they can hear me. I see you.
Are we
I
ready?
think he's got the camera. I think he's got the camera backwards, but he's going to turn that camera on you, Kim, and we're on.
This is a blowpipe. It's been
Nope.
used for about 2,000 years.
I don't see you.
I don't see her either.
Okay, want me to try? Let's see. Oh, I'm here. And is the sound on?
I'm not getting a picture.
Okay. Let's see.
There it is.
Okay. So can you see it, Barry?
There's no picture of you. I've no idea what I'm seeing.
Can you see me?
No, I can see movement and I can see Barry's headlight. I can see somebody's hand go up. Light on you.
There it is. Bingo.
Got it. Okay.
Bingo.
And can you hear me?
Okay, go.
This is. Can you hear me? This is okay. It's been used for about years to make blown glass. And at the end of this, I gather molten glass and magic happens. The first piece I'm going to show you is a peacock. And the peacock is a symbol of protection, or it was thought of as a symbol of protection at one point. And I'm going to forget, oh my goodness, in Islamic culture. And I like to think of this peacock as protecting this garden, because this is Don and Linda's place, and the peacock is an overseer of the garden here. It's made of 2 tomato cages originally, and now it's covered with beautiful mosaic, hundreds of individual mosaic tiles. And the feathers are made of blown glass, and I used several layers of color on them, including aventurine green and iris gold. And instead of the eyes on the feathers, which some cultures think are bad luck, the evil eye, I used flowers because I knew that this peacock was going to live in a garden. And the neck was made on a blowpipe, like you just saw. It has pansies for eyes, and the feathers at the back are made of fused glass, which I did in the kiln, and they're on little strands of copper, which is compatible with the glass. So let's hope that this pal for Percy the peacock is protecting us while we go on our tour of the garden. These are foxgloves, witch's bell and fine fairy finger. At woodland's edge does this plant linger. A real heart stopper, so please don't ingest. Just look and enjoy. I think that is best. If you know the plant Vitalis perp medication, and we've a little, whoops,
A wooden
a
thing.
little wooden thing has fallen into our path.
But on we go.
And this is Don and Linda, whose garden we're looking at. They've loaned us their garden for the for the week. And
Okay, unfortunately, we're having some internet issues over at Kim's. So I think Ken and Ahmed, I think we have to move on to the next artist.
Okay, well, we were having so much fun, actually.
I know, it's beautiful work. I wish the internet was stronger there.
Exactly. And so what we saw was amazing. Everyone was looking forward to it, and we were not disappointed because we had a chance to look at the peacock, which was my personal favorite, and I was hoping that that would show up. So Ahmad,
They were having fun too.
they were having.
I think Kim had one more glass of wine than I did earlier. Yeah, the movement, the back and forth. I was told sit in this chair right here in the dark with some candles and don't go anywhere, and it might work this evening. So
I love it. Oh my God.
So we're moving on. If we can circle back and we can get Kim back on here, it's going to be awesome. But next up, without further ado, is another artist from Burning Man, because Burning Man is not able to do what they do via Zoom. So we have to just do the Autumn Light Festival. Paige Tashner has, I don't think she started off with Burning Man, but she's known for some of her artwork through the Burning Man co-op over there, and then has graced us over here in Oakland, the Autumn Lights Festival. And her artwork is stunning, definitely falls into the category of fine art and then some. Is Paige queued up?
I believe I am.
Boom. Paige, now you cannot run around with the camera in the garden because we might lose you.
We'll try.
You can ride the kitty.
Hey, Paige, this is Steven.
Yeah. Hi.
I'm hearing you twice. So I think this volume needs to be turned down on the second device.
Okay. So volume on yours. Down.
So sad, Kim.
Off. Oh wait. I need the volume. I need the volume from his camera. Oh, I see what it's saying.
There we go. Got it. Can you hear me now? Unmute. Wait.
Okay. So no volume from the computer.
Is it still doing the feedback?
I hear feedback. So I have two set up. Which one are you using?
They muted you.
Okay. Can you unmute the mobile? That's where my audio's from.
Okay, I muted the other one and it sounds better now. Can you hear?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Okay, Paige,
Hello?
let's try that now.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I can't. Okay, I can hear you too. Okay, so that was the thing. I had the computer was supposed to be off, and I'm using the mobile for my audio. Very
I think
confusing.
we're all good now. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, you're using the computer right now, correct? For seeing me? Yes? I can't. Is anyone talking to me?
Paige, we can hear you fine.
Sounds great, Paige. Go for it.
Okay, so I don't know where I'm at. Am I on the computer?
Oh my God, what is
That's you.
That's not me.
I'm trying to use my phone.
Oh.
Okay, I thought we got this solved a second ago, but apparently not. So we need to make sure the volume is down on the second device.
So there's no volume on the computer. And the volume's down on that.
I think we
Okay.
just.
Are we okay?
I just turned off his video. Oh,
Boy. I can't tell if anyone can hear me. That's the problem.
Okay, Paige, I think we're good. Let's try it again.
Okay, so are you seeing the computer or are you seeing the mobile? Okay, all right, mobile. All right, so the Per Pods, yeah, the Per Pods went to Burning Man in 2019. And then I was blessed with the opportunity to bring them out to Point San Pablo Harbor through We Are From Dust. But I need to backtrack and say that the Autumn Lights Festival in 2017 kind of got me fired up about making very beautiful outdoor art. My first piece was called Stardust, and I got my ideas from the Autumn Lights Festival in 2017. So these kitties are about the size of a Volkswagen Beetle. Let's do a slow walk maybe. And they have LED lights, so they come on it at sunset. And they also purr. This one is Vega. And she doesn't purr right now, but her lights get brighter if you pet her at her petting pad. So her lights just went bright. Oops, we're having a light issue. Okay, can you see me okay? Okay. And then over here, we have Vega, Luna. Luna purrs, so I'm gonna pet Luna and then hopefully we'll get some sound. And I'm gonna go down to the speaker, see if you can hear. I don't know if you can hear her. She's purring. So these are my two kitties. I've named them after two kitties that I've had in the past. Yeah, so they'll be out here. You can come out and see them at Point San Pablo Harbor, which is really neat. You can climb on them and pet them and sit on them, and they're very interactive. And we just had a whole bunch of kids out here climbing on them, so that was pretty awesome. So we'll slowly walk back. We're looking at the shadows right now. They make beautiful shadows. I love the rings. They're made with metal. Okay, slowly sit back down. Or I can just stay over here. Okay. There we go. Ta-da, the Per Pods. Back to you.
Beautiful, so beautiful.
Thank you.
And mesmerizing. And I love kitties, so all of that is working for me. And Ahmed is going to be coming in a second. And before we move on, I just wanted to thank you for being very patient with yourself, with us, with the technology. We know that this shelter-in-place reality, this remote reality, we're going to get the best of it. It's not going to get the best of us. So thank you so much with your Per Pods.
Thank you.
I'm making a date. I'm setting a date to go out and see the kitties.
I would love to see those with you, honey.
I don't think when she said the point at San Pablo, I was like, where is the point at San Pablo? Somewhere in San Pablo, I assume.
That's right. We're gonna figure that out. We're gonna figure out where the point in San Pablo is.
I gotta give it up to all the artists. This is a complicated undertaking. It's enough to like do your artwork and then have your artwork be lit. Yes. But to try and do it all via Zoom digitally and tie in for everyone to enjoy and partake, it is difficult. And Fine Art Night, I think, probably got the most difficult evening. But nonetheless, here we are. We're going through them. And without further ado, we still have Mako and David to feature this evening. I want to check out their art. I know the least about Mako and David, except that they've been doing the Autumn Lights Festival for the last few years, it looks like. So they're going to tell us that much more. Mako, David.
Hi. Can you hear
you guys up?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Hi, everyone. This is Mako and David. We created an interactive installation here, Lotus Garden called First Light. It's a lotus bloom and glow and dies. It's like a life circle.
Yeah, so just some backstory. We actually become part of the Oakland Autumn Arts Festival. However, we've been fans of it for many years. Excited to be here. So yeah, so it's basically an interactive installation where you take this depth sensor, and when you walk in front of it, it causes these projected lotuses to kind of bloom and die depending on where you are. And we're mostly inspired by the concept of this old Japanese saying that the muddier the sludge in the pond, the more beautiful of a lotus that will grow from it. And this kind of got us thinking about just all of the challenges that we faced this year, and kind of the feeling of hope, and through like the, it's always darkest before dawn, kind of pushing forward as you experience all of this. So yeah,
let's go see it.
Sure. So you can see over here, Mako's walking in front of it. As she kind of moves her arms and moves around, there's a kind of a reaction that happens, and all these projected lotus flowers and petals and stuff and leaves kind of move. Yeah, there's like a goldfish too. It's kind of, he or she will show up eventually, kind of lazily. Oh, there it is over in the left. And it kind of like just sort of swims around. And we really were looking to do something a little bit that speaks towards mindfulness, and just kind of like a relaxing sort of thing you can kind of get in front of it. Unfortunately, neither of us are dancers. I think if we were, this would be a really cool kind of thing that just interacts with dance. But aside from that, it's kind of like a simple sort of virtual garden projected on top of a real one. Yeah. Is there anything else, Mako? Do you want to add? She says no, it's fine. She's telling. I'll explain.
You want to go through here?
Sure.
So here we're at the Oakland Let's House Hacker Firm.
Okay. So basically, if you tuned in 2 nights ago on Tech Night, you may recognize this area. This whole kind of compound basically belongs to Chris Collin, a longtime burner. Yeah, we created this installation last year. You may have seen this at Tech Night, but it has to do with this game Ingress, which I can go into a little bit more if anyone is interested in the Q&A session. But tonight the main focus is on the Lotus. So yeah, I think that's pretty much
yeah,
it.
if you guys have any questions for Q&A, please let us know. We can answer all the questions. The software that we use, this is a real sensor that we use in that sensor. So yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
I have 1,000 questions.
Yeah.
Okay. How many degrees do you have to have in order to do this kind of art installation? How many degrees did you have to get?
So, give you back this. Cameraman is telling us to go over to the Q&A.
I'm like, Mako and David create stuff that just makes me say, huh?
Oh, I'm looking. It's.
So,
how do I flip it? It's
kind
looking
of our
at me.
background. So we
Oh,
both
there we
worked
go.
at Niantic.
We both are artists.
Yeah, she's a 3D artist. I'm a technical artist. So we do a lot of left brain, right brain work. Everything from computer graphics, modeling, animation, shaders, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Just the general programming and scripting needed to get everything working.
Oh yes, we're making cotton candy. Yes.
Yay!
Which one of you is an engineer?
Yeah, you want. Hi. So I don't know if you got it, but I moved here from Canada, and about 20 years ago. And when I did, I fell in love with the sculptural plants that were here, the agaves and the cacti. And this one I call a teal agave, and it's actually made with 2 colors of glass, an opaque turquoise glass overlaid with a transparent teal colored glass. And in the daytime it glows, and my favorite time is at dusk, when this changes from daylight to nighttime and it gets mysterious looking.
Wow.
And I don't know if you can tell, but the colors shift gradually.
We can, that's beautiful.
Like all of Kim's stuff is beautiful.
They're love lilies. I wonder why.
Wow. You said love lilies?
And these are floral fancies. Hummingbirds love them, but they go away disappointed.
Wow. I really enjoy Kim's renditions of glass succulents.
On it. So what I did was I reversed the process, and I made the leaves white, and I painted on blue and gold glass, as is befitting a queen. And the base is made of mosaic that's beautiful gold little glass tiles. And there's some more. One of my favorite things to do is to name my glass creations. And this one is called the Lemon Drop Inn. It's a birdhouse, a fantasy birdhouse. And the next one is called the Banana Cabana.
For obvious reasons. Look at that.
And this third one is called Carrot Common. And in Toronto, there was a vegetarian store. One of the first health food stores in Toronto was called Carrot Common. So that's what I named this one. And last but not least, the agapanthus. And one of the things that's wonderful about making objects of any sort is that you get a lot of time to contemplate both the object and, in my case, the garden that it came from. These flowers, these are tiny little flowers here, and lots of glass leaves. And so this intimacy that's created between you and your piece inspires a lot of things, including poetry. So here goes. Cleopatra, the pharaohs, lapis faience and gold, where crop farming started, or so I am told. Rich cultural roots, please consider a while this bold lily's namesake, the great river Nile. This is called a lily of the Nile in common terms. So I want to thank you for your patience tonight. I want to thank Barry for doing the video work, Don and Linda for their garden, and my friend Patty Garrett, who helps me make all of these creations in glass. Glass blowing's a partnership between two people at least. So thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed it.
That was beautiful. Thank you so much, Kim. And if you need a garden next year, you can come over to mine. You can set that whole situation because it's beautiful. Ahmed, what are you thinking? Isn't this
well, actually, you know, I was wondering, and I don't know if we're able to actually do the Q&A, so if Kim can hear me, but I put in gardens. I'm a design build contractor for landscapes, and of course, these days I put in a lot of
fell down the steps.
LED lighting.
I think
what I'm wondering is, are these art installations easily connected into my low voltage LED lighting? Or are these just flipping a switch and they have their own cord and transformer? That's kind of what I was thinking.
Ahmed, I think what's happened is that we have curated questions that are coming up, and Kim and everyone else needs to come back into the room before we move
one of those again
to make sure that everyone is mic'd up properly. So, we wanted to thank Mako and David, for example, who were in the midst of making cotton candy for us. Thank you for your tour and your very generous sponsorship. That was through Niantic. So let us make sure that everyone's in the space. Do you want to share once again, Ahmed, who we just witnessed? It was Anca and
it was Anca and Lauren.
Yeah.
Bree Gibson were wanting to see her again so we can do the Q&A. I know that Kim Webster should still be available.
Hello.
She was the one I was trying to ask the question of. Paige Tashner is going to let us know again where the point at San Pablo is, how to get there easily.
Yeah.
And Lauren, I was having a hard time hearing you earlier, and I wanted to sort of showcase today's artwork that you had there once more. I know you guys are trying to share a mic and do that social distancing.
Yes, are we set up?
We've got a whole thing here.
Okay, let me get it going. It's going to play some audio of dreams for us.
How many people's dreams?
Oh, like 20 or more so far. We will take more dreams.
5:50 a.m. last night. So I had a dream. I had a good dream tonight. I had a dream that I was at Burning Man with Joe. I dreamt that I was at a new job. I had a dream that I was part of a group of people who were trying to put out the forest fires on the West Coast. I just had a dream last week that involved. I have a return dream that I never finished at school. My brother had flown a bunch of us to Australia. We were running from someone who wanted to return our friends.
Oh my God.
The stuff these guys come up with.
123. I dreamt
These pieces
I was editing a video.
call for this imagination that is
Alexa has got nothing on Lauren's art. I'm just saying.
How did Anca? I know that you've been a part of the Autumn Lights for the past 9 years, right?
There's only 21 people on it right now. I think we left.
Anca's so cute. Anca.
Hi, we moved some stuff around at the last minute here, but yeah, I've been involved in the Autumn Lights Festival since the very beginning, and yeah.
9 years, and you've been coming back year after year after year, and taking the time to craft these amazing pieces for us. So, what is it that drives you to continue to come back?
I think it's the community aspect of it, honestly, just to get to know all of the other artists and the people that come to see the show, and all of the actual artists that are participating in this. Like, there's everybody from like little kids who make gourds that light up to like teenagers, and everybody in Oakland is able to come and do this, and just being able to be part of it was such an amazing thing at the beginning. And now I just want to come back again and again to hang out with all of you beautiful people.
That's awesome. And there are people who are looking forward to seeing you year after year after year. So let's be clear. We want to make sure that you keep coming.
Yes. Yeah, I'll be here. And so will Lauren.
That was fabulous, Lauren. I couldn't quite figure out where the sound was coming from or what it was. It reminded me of like some sophisticated Alexa. And then I was like, wait, that's a man and a woman's voice. So what was it all about? What is it all about?
Sure, there's a speaker and a like lighting control device in here. And maybe, should I take this off?
You can. I'm keeping my distance from you anyways.
Okay.
So long as Anca is.
We are distant. So there's a speaker in here and also a lighting control device and LEDs. Everything is contained inside the pod. And I'm sorry, what was your original question? It's all in here. So
like, what do you see the purpose of this art from a functionality standpoint? Because it seems like it is very functional.
Oh, it kind of is, and it's funny. The more it's currently evolving too. Like the more people add dreams, I get really interesting dream content, and so it's kind of fun. Like I wake up in the morning and my email is a new dream, and so eventually, hopefully, I want to kind of automate it a little more so that like it just pops open and plays the dream for me, like a little dream phone from the internet or something cool. So yeah, it's been fun.
It's right now, it's sort of like from a functionality standpoint, would you say it's a speaker? It's a repeater device?
Oh.
How would you explain it to someone who just like me doesn't quite get it, or you want to explain it simply?
It's like a sound reactive art piece, I guess.
There it is.
I mean, I wasn't thinking about it as being super functional, more sort of fun and whimsical and about sharing. But yeah,
I know, I guess you could turn it into an Alexa if you wanted to.
That's the first thing that came to mind. I was like, that's way better than Alexa.
Oh, so much better than Alexa. I have a Siri, and I'm shocked that Siri hasn't jumped into this conversation 5 or 6 times. She is so nosy, and I can't live without her. Let's be clear. So I have a question for Bree.
I have a question for Bree too. Let's see if your question's better than mine. Go ahead.
Okay, Bree. Did COVID-19 change what you were going to do, and how did it affect your process?
Definitely. COVID changed, I would say it kind of changed my whole trajectory for the better, all around. I lost my tech job due to COVID, which I'm happy about.
It crushed.
No, I'm not. I'm not, because it gave me the opportunity to have more time to be able to. Now I'm a full-time artist. I'm a full-time entrepreneur. I started an art collective for women, so it gave me that space and that time to be able to do that, to make more art, to be able to get apprenticeships. I was given grants. I don't know. It's kind of like it's a very strange kind of alternate universe time. It's like parallel world. It's negative, and then there's all this great stuff that also came out of it. I just was kind of really grateful for the slowdown. I think everyone was kind of forced to slow down a little bit, and although it was really jarring at first, it gave me that space to really decide what I wanted to do and then go for it. And so it's been a little magical.
that is how it goes. When you lose a job, it's kind of like, so what do you want to do? you get a fresh new start, right?
Yeah.
I want to stay on this because I still have another question, and I want an explanation from Bree because she mentioned something. But I also want to remind folks to please go to gardensatlakemerritt.org and donate, like I donated, so that we can continue to have these collaborative, creative events. I don't know what's going to happen next year, but I told Tora, one of the founders, I said, I think it's going to always have to have an online presence and an in-person presence. But nonetheless, I wanted to stay on with Bree. One more question, Bree. You mentioned earlier, and you said it very clearly, I'm an installation artist. Can you break down and explain to folks what an installation artist is? And are you just now calling yourself that, or have you been calling yourself an installation artist?
Ooh, that's a good question. No, I've been an installation artist. I think maybe in the very beginning, I was always an installation artist. I just didn't quite know the words. This is very early on, but I'm an installation artist. I do have to break it down for people a lot because it's different. So I create environments with my work. I create spaces that people can interact with, whether it's like a room or a structure. It's usually big enough for people to enter, or at least kind of interact with in some way, different than a sculpture. So more of experience plus art. That's what I would consider installation art. And it also ranges in materials. So I use all different materials. It's not just like I make it out of clay. It kind of varies, but it all has the same theme for me, which is dreamscapes and alternate realities and past, future, Afrofuturism. That's my jam.
Love your jam. I'm into Octavia Butler.
Yeah.
Ahmed, great question. Great answer, Bree.
Thank you.
And we have some other artists that we have some questions for, and we only have about 10 more minutes. And I want to make sure that we get everyone in. Thank you so much, Bree. We love and adore you. Thank you, Sugar. Can we go to Kim? Kim, we have a question. We were wondering, where could someone who is interested in glass blowing see how you do what you do?
Yeah, where do I sign up?
Well, you could go to my website. I mean, because I have a website, it's called kwebsterglass.com. And then there's a place there that says contact me or something like that. And you could just send me an email and I'd be happy to show you, how I work in the glass studio. I rent my time at studios in Berkeley, mostly, and on Alameda. And right now the studios are closed because of COVID. So I can't
can't blow glass right now, but as soon as you know, we get the go ahead, we're gonna. I mean, there is one studio that's sometimes open. It's a partially outdoor studio, so that sometimes comes open, but generally it's not safe to blow into a blowpipe. Like you share the blowing equipment, and so you have to have alcohol swabs and all sorts of things to make sure you're safe. So, but generally, go to my website and get in touch with me, and I'd be happy to set something up for you to come and see me blow glass.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And I love that we also can check you out virtually, so we can witness you, you know, in the craft, and also at the same time make sure that we're keeping ourselves safe and keeping you safe, which is
Kim
really
is,
important to us. And we love your wings.
yeah, Kim is a very easy artist to get a hold of. She's very Google friendly, online friendly. She's everywhere. She does everything and has amazing art. I need to partner with her with some of my landscapes. But nonetheless, Kim, we still have, right?
We have Paige. Paige has a question coming up too. Paige, are you still there? We have a question.
I'm still here.
Thank
The
you.
point at San Pablo.
Yes, the kitties. We wanted to know, first of all, where's this point in San Pablo? And then what drives you to continue to be a part of this Autumn Lights Fest? Because obviously there's a lot of work that goes into your creations.
Yeah. And I realized when I was talking, I don't remember anything I said. I was very, very nervous. So
we remember everything. It was awesome.
So the kitties, Luna and Vega, are at Point San Pablo Harbor, and that's in Richmond.
Yes.
And if you're heading to the San Rafael Bridge, it's the last exit before you cross the bridge, you know, if you're going to go over to San Rafael.
Yes.
And it's a hidden gem of a place. There's other sculptures out here and a really good barbecue place. And it's just like this hidden little, it's really cool. Lots of goats.
Nice.
It's really neat. Yeah. Yeah. It's a really cool spot and it's really gorgeous. I've been fighting the mosquitoes though.
And is the space open to the public right now in spite of COVID-19 because it's outdoor space and you just do your social distancing?
Yeah, all the sculptures are nice and spread out, which is nice because you get to interact with art without, you know, you're not in a museum. So there's a lot of room. And then the restaurant is outdoor as well. So there were a lot of people out here tonight and kids climbing on the sculptures. It was great.
Yeah, that's my next date night.
Oh, yes. And that's going to be, what's going to happen is you're going to look out one day and you're going to see Ahmed and me climbing all over the sculptures.
A great space.
With the kitty.
Right. Thank you. Because that's what we need. We actually do need that. We do need to remember the glow of being a child and being, you know, enamored with the fantasy. And we have a question for Mako and David. Are you still with us?
Ken, do you have the audience questions?
I do. I have.
Because they're all anxious. You and I are getting all of our needs met. We have to make sure those folks are getting their needs met because
actually I just received a message and these are the questions that we've been given to ask. So we're right on task.
Perfect.
I appreciate that. If you see something though, we're also having people answer those questions in the chat. So what is the software that you two are using to make this interactive piece? Because Ahmed and I were trying to figure it out. And even though I know we're geniuses, Ahmed and I could help you out though. We could do the dancing.
This is true. This is true.
Please do. Yeah, we basically using Unity to create these visuals, but this behavior deducting with our behavior is Intel RealSense. It's a depth sensor that it's always where you are, and then the lotus will gloom.
So it's this little device. It looks kind of like I'm not sure if you know what a Connect is, but it's kind of similar to that. Unfortunately, Intel doesn't support it anymore, so there's not. It's actually really hard to get a good driver and build the DLL file so that it'll work with Unity.
Yeah, we use OS, so a Mac laptop and Intel. It's connected together. It was a little tricky, but it worked out for this Autumn Light Fest for 2020.
We appreciate.
I'm not even trying. I'm just going to enjoy it. I'm like, there's some art that I look at, I'm like, there's no way I could ever do that. I would just dance in front of it and enjoy it. Where do you guys see yourself having that type of art installation? Where do you envision that being? Because I'm like, theme parks, people would love that.
I mean, any sort of public spaces, our background is in augmented reality. And so we are really big about just putting another layer on top of the physical layer of the world, and figuring out more ways of having interesting kind of
yeah, we always like
moments.
love to go somewhere park, go like outside and actual physical places. That's why we wanted to come here at the hacker firm to present our work, because it's great to see in the wall that Chris Conley has. I know it's a virtual Autumn Light Festival this year, but hopefully everybody can kind of experiment our installation through the videos. And hopefully we can see you guys, everybody, next year in 2021.
I love it. I love it. So I actually do have an application for it. I'm thinking of a place where this installation would be beautiful. And that is the Queer Healing Arts Center right here in Oakland. We have dance classes. And because we have both dance classes, we have them for children, we have them for adults.
That's amazing.
So good. And yet, I think it would be beautiful to also have people dancing with sound and with light in a different way.
Definitely.
So I will definitely
connect
with you. There are lots of other people who wanted to be able to connect to you and some of the other artists. And so how do people get in touch with you if they would like to know more about volunteering, perhaps, to help you with the next installation?
Oh, maybe email?
Yeah, email or Twitter. I mean,
email, Twitter, Instagram. Yeah, I will keep it posted to maybe Tora. Yeah, and then maybe next year, if in the personally, we will be there and everybody can talk to us.
I was trying to find Mako and David. It was hard. So is there some other code name you guys are using, or what? What is this?
we just did not be.
I mean, this is literally our first kind of belly flop into the world of art. So we don't have much of a presence yet, unfortunately.
Yeah. Hopefully in the
future. Have a presence.
We're gonna grow.
You do have a presence with the Autumn Lights Festival.
That's right.
So that's where people are going to find
you. Thank you.
The website,
gardens@lakemerritt.org.
Boom.
Gardens@lakemerritt.org. And actually, all of the artists are on the website. So for folks who are asking really great questions like, how can I submit my dream, etc., they can go straight to the website and learn more. There's so many people who contributed to tonight. The feature artist, can we please give it up to them one more time? Thank you so much. Woo! And forget about all of the quote unquote glitches. That's what makes us human. I thought that it was endearing. I had a ball just witnessing the way that we continue to be patient with each other and we extended compassion. And it was so worth it because all of the energy that the artists put into their pieces, that was love, honey. That was love.
Yeah,
I love
this was all good. I want one of those. I wanted one of those music numbers, the musical numbers like we started off with, because that was like meditative. That put me in the zone.
It did.
I need something like that to take me out now.
Exactly. Well, we continue to see some of the fantastic art. For example, Kim is wearing the wings, and we just want to thank, Anca and Lauren and Bree and Kim. And we definitely want to make sure that Mako and David and Paige are all being given, their just due, because this experience of a first virtual Autumn Lights Festival was a success. It was a success because and there are people who have said in the chat that they're hoping that this is the first of many. So know that you did an incredible job. And Ahmed, my co-host.
Thank you. Thank you for just letting me participate. And I did make my donation at the gardens@lakemerritt.org. I think I did it early in the day yesterday. Yeah. And because I made the donation that I made, I'm actually getting some gifts. So there are some other incentives there. But the real incentive is that these types of events, these types of artists, this type of talent continues to exist and be shared and enjoyed by all the rest of us.
Exactly.
I think it's great.
Exactly. Thank you, dear. Thank you. And thank you everyone for participating in our very first virtual Autumn's Light Festival and also for supporting all of us as we were unfolding this beautiful new experience.
Yeah.
Thank you for supporting the gardens at Lake Merritt. Please continue to go to the website. Tell your friends about the website. Know that this evening and the 2 previous evenings are on YouTube. So if you yesterday and you missed Friday night, you have an opportunity to check it out again.
Yeah.
And I also want to thank our sponsors. We had a great list of sponsors. Every single year, there are people who come together and make this happen. We have great volunteers. We also have people like Square, Oaklandish, Astro Botanicals, sorry, I haven't had any water. We need some water.
You're doing good, Ken.
Digital Ambiance, the East Bay Express, my buddies, the East Bay Magazine, the City of Oakland, of course, the Mayor's Office, and Niantic. There's also a reminder that I would like to share with everyone that even though we've been experiencing these 3 days and it's been fabulously fantastic, full of light, full of love and joy, know that you have opportunities beyond these 3 days. All year round, you can go to the website and check out a plethora of events, other community collaborations that are unfolding so that you can continue to be a part of it and you can continue to donate, most importantly. And
Gardens@lakemerritt.org.
Say it again.
It's an easy one. Gardens@lakemerritt.org. Pops right up. It's easier to navigate than anything related to Zoom. And everybody knows how to do Zoom, so we know you can do that.
True. That is so true, honey.
Oh, my power just came back on, you guys.
See, this is what I'm saying.
I'm looking up, I'm like, there's a light on in my garage. I think that means it's time to go.
We are giving praise for the light. The Autumn Lights Festival is a presentation of the Friends of the Gardens at Lake Merritt, everyone. This has been produced by the Heart of the Town Productions and the co-creative directors. We have to give it up for Tora. Please, everyone, Tora, the Queen Bee. There's no other way to say it. The Queen Bee. And CB Smith Dahl with video production support from Together Pictures. CB, we love you. You rock. And we will see you all, not just next year. We expect to see you for the 10th anniversary, which is going to be boom, boom, boom. But we also hope to see you in other spaces all throughout the year. We'll figure out how to make this virtual thing stick. Take care. Have a fantastic night. I'm happy you have lights, honey. It's good to see
Me too. I'm going to go inside. The candles were nice.
driving and holding the wheel that much, like all day. I don't know, but it really just like it literally feels like I was going like this all day long. Like
So take a bath.
I took a shower. I think I'm just gonna take a nap though and see if that helps. But if anything, it would just go help me. Sorry about that. I just had